used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line?
It's cold.
Hell yeah, it is.
Hey, you want some of this?
Thank you.
Sure.
It's the spot.
Yeah, it sure does. So how long you been out here anyway?
6 months. I was working in a factory for a while, and then they laid me off.
Damn.
Now I'm out here in the streets. You know, no, I've seen you before.
Have you?
Yeah, saw you on the newspaper.
What would you use a newspaper for?
Gotta stay warm, huh?
Yeah, can't deny that.
Yeah, I used to use it for a blanket. Then I got this one over here. It's nice and soft and comfy.
Yeah, it is.
Weren't you the chief chief?
I'm the chief economic advisor
Yeah.
to the president of the
Yeah,
United States.
that.
Or at least I was.
What the hell happened?
Well,
Sir, it's a problem.
it's not a problem.
It looks to me like a problem.
It's not a problem.
Just look at the numbers. It's a problem.
look. It's not a problem.
Hundreds of people are losing
Hundreds
their
in
jobs.
an economy of millions is a drop in the bucket.
We're heading right into a recession.
No, we're not.
Listen to me. We need something to get demand up. Government spending or a
Stimulus
stimulus package.
spending, that's not something we can afford right now. Look, the market is a machine built to fix itself. Businesses are going to realize that with all these unemployed people floating around out there, it's more sensible and profitable to pay them a moderate wage.
This isn't some line on a graph. People are going to realize that they're buying fewer groceries because of smaller paychecks.
Well, that's the price, isn't it? I mean, it's not great, but these are tough times. People are going to have to make do with a smaller paycheck. It's better we get them back to work. Then we can tax them. Then we don't have to pay unemployment.
So sure, the market's going to adjust.
Look, this is basic macroeconomics. When there's suboptimal employment, the market will automatically adjust for the recession. All we have to do is wait for the market to sort itself out.
So what's your suggestion?
We do nothing. The market will sort everything out.
I didn't understand any of that stuff.
Well, the idea was that workers would have to start getting paid less, which it's not good, but at the end of the day, it's better to have people working than not working.
Ah. So then what happened next?
Well, there was this theory.
So have you read the theory?
Of course I've read it.
Have you read the theory?
It's a bogus theory.
He makes a relatively convincing argument. Sticky wages, the reason companies haven't cut their cost of production, the reason you and I are still here on day 60 trying to figure out how to fix the economy.
He's a crackpot. John Maynard Keynes is a baby economist trying to play with the big boys. You know what he did? He drew the LRS as a horizontal line just to piss everyone off.
True.
He's a radical, trying to overturn a century of sound economic thought and reason.
Sir,
He's wrong.
it's been 7 months. Unemployment is still increasing, and people are starting to lose faith in the banking system.
This panic, this
Yes, sir.
this bubble. Look, this kind of thing happens all the time. The economy rises and falls in waves, and people are going to start to realize that too. Pretty soon, the market will smooth out, and no one will ever remember that this even happened.
Yes.
So did it? You seem pretty smart, buddy.
Thanks. Really?
So then, so what happened next?
Then everything went wrong.
Sir, the economy is headed for a crash.
The economy will not crash.
Sir, more and more people every hour are withdrawing their funds from the banks. We're approaching a tipping point where people are going to realize that they're not going to be able to get their money from the banks anymore. And when that happens, people won't be going to the banks to withdraw their funds. They'll be running. The banking system will freeze, the stock market will crash, and someone's going to hang for it.
It's this panic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. People are starting to lose hope. Keynes is out there babbling about God knows what. These people need faith. Faith in the American work ethic, in the market, and in capitalism, and Adam Smith. And not some goddamn spending bill. Go. I want you to take all my assets and invest them in the top 10 banks. The 10 biggest banks in America. Proportion them out to sustainability, credibility, and make sure the press hears about this. I want this to reach American ears that the chief economic advisor to the President of the United States has full faith in our banking system and our country. We're going to kill this panic that's killing our country. We're going to give these people something to believe in.
So when did this happen?
What do you mean?
As in, what date did this happen?
August of 1929.
Yeah. I know how this one turned out. But I'm gonna let you finish your story. Go ahead.
It's going to be bad, huh?
So you've seen the numbers?
I have a view.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Scotch.
Sure.
These facts don't need to be introduced, least of all to someone like you, Mr. Snagel. Banks have been turning people away all week because they cannot pay their reserve requirements. The stocks have fallen to unheard of lows. Meanwhile, unemployment has soared. Day by day, sticky wages have been proven more and more correct. John Maynard Keynes is replacing you as Chief Economic Advisor to the President of the United States. You will be demoted. You'll be fired. Also, all of the banks that you have invested in, except for one, have failed completely. You have $255 left in a demand deposit plus whatever else you have in your pocket.
A lot of people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
A lot of people lost their money.
Yeah.
Man, you should listen to that Kanye man or something, right?
Probably. Probably.
Still though, man, there's nothing you could have done. I mean, you thought you knew what you thought you knew. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Thanks.
It was Al all the time.
Thank you.
Why don't you remember? I'm your pal. Say, buddy, can you spare a dime?